Hello, this is Bunny News reporting next to the Cape Kennedy Apollo 8 launch pad. The Apollo 8 astronauts Lovell, Borman, and Andrus will be going to the moon, getting closer to Kennedy's dream of landing on the moon in 3 days. The mission would begin on the launch pad with all 5 of the powerful engines igniting. The rocket would then launch into Earth orbit, and after a few hours in low Earth orbit, it would fire its engine and fly to the moon. If the engine failed, then they would fall back down to Earth safely. If the engine worked, then they would fly towards the moon. Once they reached the moon, they would go behind the moon and lose contact with mission control. And that just so happens to be the most important part, where they fire their SPS engine. If it fails, then they swing around the moon back to Earth. If it works, then they enter lunar orbit. Then they will spend 20 hours in lunar orbit, taking pictures and data for later Apollo missions and finding gravity bumps. After the 20 hours are over, then they will fire their SPS engine again to exit lunar orbit. If it doesn't work, then they would be stuck in lunar orbit. If it does work, then they would fly towards Earth. When they fly towards Earth, they will have to position their spacecraft so that it hits a specific target in the ocean so that the naval ships can find them. And they have to come in at the perfect angle. If they come in too shallow, then they will skip off the atmosphere and fly out into space. If they come in too steep, the G-forces will crush them. And if all goes well, then they should safely splash down in the water. The naval ships will pick them up, and the Apollo 8 mission will be over.